everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing the new moon in Cancer. We're also having a solar eclipse, and happy Father's Day to whomever that applies, okay? Whew. I don't know, I was outside not all day, a good portion of the day trying to plant some basil and stuff. So this is a good day to do that type of stuff, planting new seeds at the new moon, right? So this is going to be for water signs, okay? And we have this new moon in Cancer, and Cancer's, it's like, you think of home, nesting, whatever makes you feel good. This is a good time to reflect on maybe what makes you feel good. But Cancer, you think the crab is self-protecting, okay? So we got the Cancer sun. We also have Mercury retrograde in Cancer, so people may be a little emotional. It's eclipse. And, some things, maybe you shouldn't pay attention to really how a person says it, but just maybe listen to the words, because things can be getting jumbled and all the other stuff, communication, electronics, blah, 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 with the retro. But a lot of times, this is a good time to reflect, redo, revise, recommit to your goals. We also have, this is a good time to plant new seeds. What are your goals? Time to look at that. We got this, it's like to create some balance between our home life and our inner and outer worlds, things Cancerish. So, water signs, what I did is I laid out the cards, and then I'm going to pull a chakra for each sign. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, I was trying to think in order. Okay. So what we got here. First we got the 5 of Staves. And so, was there some type of conflict? Water signs? Maybe there was some type of fight. Maybe it was just a miscommunication, but there's some action that needs to be taken here. And water signs, maybe there's something that you just need to deal with. There's a discussion you need to have, maybe some type of plan that you need to put, or plan, strategy, or maybe there's someone you need to negotiate with. Because when you think about this, cooperative efforts with diverse groups. And we also have here the 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is like a sense of community. And we also have Eshu. Eshu is at the person at the crossroads. So water signs, maybe you're at the crossroads with something that since this is the Cancer eclipse, we are in Mercury retrograde, there's a situation that you may need to go back and fix, or straighten out, or reestablish. And with this 3 of Cups of community, maybe you need to bring a sense of community, or you can bring a sense of community in a certain particular situation. But Eshu, Eshu is what I think is interesting, especially with because Eshu spoke many languages. And I'm not talking about, well, I am talking about, like, say, English, Spanish, French, German, Swahili, Twa, Asian, Chinese, Mandarin. I mean, he was able to speak all the languages. However, at this emotional time, and this solar eclipse, maybe there's some type of communication. And if you step up and do it, it'll be okay. Because really, you see the black cat, there's a black cat there. And if you know anything about in the pyramids, the cats were like the guardians. And he has this pitchfork, so he's like, he can shovel the crap out the way and make that communication, because you're going to have to communicate. This communication, I feel, is to maybe correct a situation. And if it's not totally to correct a situation, it's to bring the group into sync. Or a group of people. Now, it could be your family. For some, it could be a work situation. But there is some type of action that needs to be communicated to bring a sense of community together here. But you do have options, as everyone, right? So I also pulled a crystal, the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye is about empowerment. Doing what gives you joy increases your well-being. Doing what brings you joy increases your well-being. So maybe this is coming up because really what brings you joy when people are cohesive. What brings you joy? So this is some of this may be the outer work, and some of this could be inner work. Now, some of this, when I'm thinking about this communicating, what are you communicating with yourself? Maybe there's some type of personal change you need to make. For some, it is more personal. Because remember I said that this moon is like the bring in the balance between your home life and your inner and outer world. So maybe you have a perspective, based on conditioning. I'll leave it at that you've had all along, and now you're at the crossroads because maybe it's not working for you. So you have an opportunity to change, and you're empowered here to do what brings you joy. Also to do, maybe it's just a situation to do the right thing, because this right here is about taking action. And you have this 3 of Cups. So there's an emotional need to bring something in balance. Now, for some, maybe it's about walking away from a situation. For some, it may be walking away. Some, it could be bringing together. And for some, this is definitely an inside job. And if you're working on the inside, it's going to reflect on the outside anyway. So therefore, whatever action you take, it's going to have an impact on your inner outer world. And the tree that we have here, I love my trees. Everything's in nature. Enlightenment discovered through knowledge will free you from doubt. The date tree. Enlightenment discovered through knowledge. So, you know what? As you're at the crossroads. Well, maybe you assumed something. There was something that may have been assumed that may not be true. And you could have assumed something about yourself, and it's not true. Or, you're getting a wish granted. So, what choice? You're at the crossroads. What are you going to do? You're going to go right, left? You're going to cross the street, make a wish, and take that first step into finding something. It'll be an empowering moment. Because this is a time of new seeds. So this is a good time to maybe change your mind, change your perspective. This is a good time to bring about any type of change. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry about that. Any type of change that you may have been wanting to make all this time. You know what it is. Individually, everyone's got something. Like I said, it could be something on the inside, how your perception. versus what it is. Something you may have thought was the truth, and it's not. So what do you think? So let's just take a look at each sign, water sign. So the first water sign we have here is Cancer. So this is Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a chakra card. Ooh, this popped out. Whoa, whoa. Soulmate. This is that root chakra. This is your foundation. This is very Cancering in the senses. What makes you feel secure? What makes you feel safe? Maybe there's a change here bringing cohesion to your relationship, Cancer. Or should I say, because look at this picture, like, really, what are you worrying about? If it's worry or you have a vision about what a relationship is and you're not in it and you're not appreciating what you have, that's just one take. Now, because when we think of soulmate, I mean, it could mean different things to different people, because, we live in a society that likes to play with words. So what is your idea of a soulmate? Is that idea of a soulmate an illusion? You want somebody making $1 million. I'm not saying these things are impossible, but sometimes it's like, let's just keep it real and deal with the truth. So maybe you need to evaluate what you think a soulmate is, Cancer. And that could be that's why you're at the crossroads. Maybe you have someone that cares about you, but you don't like it. It's like, how you want something you can't have? I'm just saying. I'm not, I'm just saying that, So I would say, like, with this eclipse, pay attention to anything that gets revealed at this time. Some things lurk in the shadows, there could be losses. And when we think of soulmate, it could be that diamond in the rough. It's like, cleanse your life of, illusion. Maybe you need to cleanse your life of illusion. I'm going to stick with that word. Deal with truth. So this for you may be an inside job, because this is that root chakra. This is that foundation. So I would encourage you to make sure you're getting proper rest, eating well, getting some exercise, because this is foundational. What, pay attention. Pay attention to what's really going on and realize there's no such thing as perfect, because perfection is a myth. But this is also, this new moon would be a good time to heal. So that could be your coming together of yourself, healing your foundation and your perceptions of what you think of anything. All right? So that was Cancer. So the next water sign we have is Scorpio. Put this back in here. Scorpio. Spirit, give me a card for Scorpio. Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio, self-worth. This is that very Cancerish. This is that feeling, your emotions. This is an emotional time. What is your sense of boundaries? This all falls under this particular chakra. This second chakra, your self-worth. Maybe this is really what you're bringing together, is tapping into how you feel about certain situations, and that's what maybe you need to take the action on to bring together emotionally, so you could decide what side of street. Could be quite empowering. It's like make a wish. Make a wish. Sheesh. This is also, when you look at this, you see there's a chair, but it's like on a path. It's like maybe you just need to decide to stay on your path and pursue your own truth. Pursue your own truth. Accept yourself for who you are, where you are. This is an emotional thing. Just commit to seeing whatever it is, commit to seeing it through. And just know you cannot fail to be part of creating something better. You don't want to give up on doing your part of whatever this is. Doing your part to take that act. What is that action that you want to take? Because when we say we want to take an action, there may be some unrest. And since this is an emotional chakra and we got that water, I'm just saying for you, it looks like you just need to take that leap of faith, and when you do, you're going to feel a sense of empowerment. You're going to get that wish granted. This is, wow, it's like, do you, as I say, do you, boo. Accept where you are. Accept where you want to go and just move forward. And then let anyone else step aside. As you see, and you can cross the street. You are protected. And you got the fork here. Whatever's in your way is going to get shoved to the side. For you, I really believe this is more an emotional action that you have to take. But I do believe like all of this is an inside job. It's not necessarily something on the outside. So let's see, Pisces, the fishy. Let's see. Spirit, give me a card for Pisces. I just want one. Oh, wow. Pisces, you got emotions too. What's interesting, you got an impasse here. And this impasse does not mean that you will not get to your goal. It just means you have to find another way. So you're being encouraged here to take the pressure off. You don't have to aim for like perfection. Just know that magic sometimes comes out of messiness. Magic comes out of taking an action and maybe going on a different path. Maybe you're going to go on the other side of the street instead of staying on the side you've been all along. And that is going to bring that sense of maybe community, because whatever you're doing, everything on the inside reflects on the outside. So it could have a big impact on those around you. So maybe it's about taking another route instead of the one that you planned. And take the pressure off yourself. You know, it's also a simple nod, maybe from a friend, or taking a good laugh. Put your faith in something else, or I shouldn't say something else, direct it in another direction, Pisces. Because right now, what they're saying is, whoa, stop. But we're not saying no. This is just an impasse. Because maybe if you go straight, you're going to fall off the cliff. You don't want to do that. So it's about taking a different form of action. Now, since this is emotional, so maybe for some, maybe you always react a certain way in a situation. So now it's time to do it a little differently. Maybe you always drive to work a certain way, and now you're going to drive a different way. And you may find out it's a shorter route, better scenery. And you may find that, hey, on the way home, you can make all your stops and be home, boom, just like that. Sometimes it's something so simple. And then sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you're just going to have to put in the work, take the action, and make the decision on what side of the street you're going to be on. But also know, with this emotion, take the pressure off yourself, because it's going to be okay. You're going to have your granted wish, and you're going to feel that sense of empowerment once you do. So for all water signs, since all of y'all got like water and foundation, take the action. This is about taking action at this new moon. Take the action and a wish will be granted. Let's keep it simple, right? So let me know what you think, water signs. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Again, happy solstice, happy Cancer season, and happy Father's Day to all that it applies. Have a great one. This is Sister Omi. Peace.